too. But I don't know if you can see off in the distance over there is a start of some of these windmill farms. Let me so there, I zoomed in. You can see them all standing out there, and that's just the beginning of these farms. But as far as you can see, they're just windmills. So I thought I'd just let you see that. Well, I think we're gonna go to the rest area over here. I don't know if Sleepy over here wants to go, but I do. Of course, he didn't have no coffee or anything, so he's probably fine. Guess I'm glad I brought you guys along because it gave me somebody to talk to. Otherwise, I'd just have to be sitting here by myself and quiet. I mean, because, you know, he's at home. Myself, he's just sitting here, laying here on the other seat sleeping, so. And my wife, she had to work, so here I am on the road again by myself. And there's one of them reasons I think that we need to get back to our roots, and we need to not have things open on a Saturday and a Sunday, because it would surely give us more time to spend time with family. Well, let me bring you guys into an Iowa rest area. It's a nice little place along the interstate. Gives you a place to stop. You want to have a little lunch. Across the street, it's kind of nice. Across the street, there's a gas station and stuff, so you could go buy something, come over here and sit down. Here, let's go in here. Very nice facility. It's a very nice facility. So, we got. Oh my God, we have an antique. We have found one in its natural habitat. Oh my goodness. Look at it just sitting there. What do they call that thing? A telephone. Whoa. What's it do? Man. I don't know. 5, 10, 25. It says it takes coins. Local calls 35 cents. Very interesting. I don't know. I think those are dinosaurs. I'm not sure. But anyways, here we are. Got some vending machines, got some candy. I'm sure the stuff ain't cheap. Not terrible, I guess, in today's world. It's $1.25 or a snack. Unless looks like someone maybe tried to get a snack and they got stuck. That's why they're only $1. You don't know if it's going to get it or not. Just some coffee, some sodas. Yeah. Let's go take a look at the map. Let's go look at the map. So we started over here. And drove all the way to here. Went through 235. Up. And we are right there. And we are headed to this town right here. So, way past, we're about 3/4 of our way there. So anyways, nice place, it's clean, got people cleaning it. Ooh, wireless internet available. Ain't that something? So anyways, and look at this. Free Iowa road maps. Might as well grab an updated one. Here's the other side of that. Some more eating areas. Gas station across there. But let's go check on myself and see if he's sleeping out here still. It's breezy, but it's not terrible. I mean, there is a breeze, but it feels so nice out here. It's kind of getting hazy. Like I said, it's supposed to rain. So let's go check on him. And I lock the doors just in case somebody tries getting in there. All right, so let me. Hey. Wake up. I mean, just look at him over there sleeping. What? How? What? Why did we stop? Are we there yet? Is that why we stopped? Did we finally make it? Well, no, I don't need to go. I'm good. I don't need to go. I'm gonna go back to sleep. All right, I don't need anything. You see him over there? Just sleeping. He's got my hat on too. I don't know what he's got my hat on for. I mean, I don't know if the sun was in his eyes or what. He just wakes up, gets my hat while I'm in there going to the bathroom, giving you guys a little tour, and I come back out and he's got my hat on, asking me if we're there yet. He knows we're not there yet. He can look around and see we're not there yet. He knows where we live, where we came from. You just gotta make yourself wonder, what in the world is he thinking? It's like, let's get back on the road. I mean, my goodness. It's like, jeez. And of course, he doesn't want to do any driving. He's going back to sleep. We don't want to bother him. Like, my gosh. You make some people. You just got to make you wonder. Let's get out of this rest area here. Make sure no one's backing up. But it's, like I said, this is a nice little area. Gives you a place to walk around, you know. Take a break. Stretch your legs. It's always nice to stretch your legs. But it's 12:08. And we'll get out of here. Like I said, there's a nice gas station across. It's got an Arby's in it. It's like a Godfather's, maybe. Get a slice of pizza? Nah, I don't need no pizza. Not really hungry, anyways. I just want to get to my mom's. So let me straighten you out a little bit. Oh goodness. Driving can be just tiring. My brother does it for a living. My dad did it for a living. My brother does short runs, so he's home every night. That's kind of nice. But my dad, he did overnighters. I mean, he was gone sometimes for a week. Weeks on end sometimes. But here we are, back on the interstate. Like I said, we're 3/4 of the way through this trip. Well, would you look at this? We've got rain. That was short-lived. Just a little spurt of rain. Yeah, it's still kind of coming down. See what the sign says here. We have 140 to Minneapolis and 18 to Mason City. So about 40 miles left of this journey. Twins are playing. Know what the score is.
93 and now a 2-2 count. This is the 12th meeting this season between these two teams. Twins lead the season series, winning 7 of the 11.
All right. I don't know if baseball. I think it probably is. Probably you can't record it, but anyways. So we'll stop there. We'll turn that down. I'll probably have to eliminate that. Eliminate what's going on in the background, but it's just a drive. Yeah. They say it's supposed to kind of rain, then stop, and then probably rain a little bit later on. So it'll probably rain tonight during the concert at the fairgrounds. Let's see, it's Wednesday night. I believe Chubby Checker's at the fairgrounds on Wednesday. I do believe. And can you believe it? Chubby Checker's still doing concerts. Come on, baby. Let's do the twist. Come on, baby. Let's do the twist. Yeah, way before my time. But it's kind of cool. It's neat to see the old people still doing their thing that they grew up doing, basically, you know, singing. Picking up cones. So we've got the road opening back up. But as you can see, there's just as many trucks almost going north as there is going east and west. Oh, we gotta go the other side now. I don't know if you saw that, but off to the right there, there's a little bit of art. Someone took a whole bunch of farmers' plows and stacked them on top of each other. Oh, here it comes again. First exit for Mason City. Wife called, got interrupted, our video got stopped. That's okay though, we didn't miss nothing. It's just in a construction zone. We're in Clear Lake. Iowa is on the left. Mason City is on the right. Anybody that knows anything about rock and roll, and when rock and roll died, is we are in the last place that Buddy Holly, Ricky Valens, the Big Bopper, when they performed here in Clear Lake, Iowa. Just north of here in a field is where the plane crashed. Mason City is known for it's got a movie theme known sort of about it. If anybody ever has seen the movie Music Man, the old Music Man, not the one with Matthew Brolowicz in it, but the older one, and don't ask me the actor's name because I cannot think of it offhand. If I remember to put it in the text of this video, I will. But Mason City is supposedly that town called River City. So we are just passing that right now. I've never went to the field where Buddy Holly has where the plane has crashed. You can't really walk out into the field. I think you can drive up to where the edge of the field is. You know, it's private property. That airplane crashed. You can't just go wandering out there. But yeah, this is the area. This is where his last concert. The building that they had the concert in is still there, and they do tribute concerts for the last concert played there. So that's kind of cool. And they do have different things. It's a surf ballroom. If you want to look it up, it's a surf ballroom. Clear Lake, Iowa. Just search for Buddy Holly and where Buddy Holly died. But yeah, out here, north here, because they were headed north, is where that plane went down. It went down, right after it took off. It didn't barely even get that far away from here. Well, we're coming up to a casino, Diamond Joe's. They decided to put a casino out here in the middle of nowhere, just out here in the farm country. I heard rumors is that they wanted to put this up in Minnesota, but the town of Albert Lea said no, because they didn't want the gambling addiction that goes along with the casino, but the casino's only 14 miles away from Albert Lea. So I'm not sure how much that really helped by not putting the casino in Albert Lea. Because if you put it in Albert Lea, at least it would have brought in income to the city, which is a dying city anyways, because of there's a lot of industry that has gone out of business and it's just gone. So I don't know. Don't seem like it was a very smart decision to let some other city take all the revenue made from it. I understand that the revenue made from the casino, a lot of it goes towards the schools. So Albert Lea is always looking for money for their schools. And if they would have let the casino go in there, they would have had all that money. So I don't know. I don't quite get that whole thing.
There's a pitch dismissed outside.
There we are. Minnesota, the very first restaurant in Minnesota is 2 miles from here. We are on the very last stretch of our travels into the state, and then we'll be in Albert Lea. So like 219, going north, if you ever notice on mile markers, going north, the mile markers go up. Going south, they go down. So when we come up here to this bridge, which is state line, this would be the state line. This should be 219 right up here. And then we'll go into Minnesota right here. And we are now in this great state of Minnesota, where I was born and raised. Right there's the welcome sign. And then up here is the very first rest stop as you come in, with the informational center, picnic shelters, snacks. Not sure if you can tell, but I love Minnesota. Winters can be rough, but I don't know. My heart is here. This is just farm country down here, southern part of Minnesota. There's a lot of lakes too. Albert Lea has a couple nice lakes. They have some nice fishing. Albert Lea Lake itself has been being known as a great walleye place to go walleye fishing. It's a beautiful old church, wooden church up here with a cross on it. Old country church. It's been there forever. It's a Lutheran, as you see. Well, the score is 0-0 so far as I can hear. Let's see.
Joe went down swinging his first time up.
I think they're in the second or maybe the third inning. There's no scoreless so far. Well, it's 76 degrees here. They say it's supposed to get down in the 50s at night this week. I know I was listening to the radio. They said this is like the one of the records of being the coolest July, even though this is August 1st, but the coolest July in that we've had in a long time. So that exit we just passed, that's the one I normally get off to go to my mother's house. If you've ever heard of Larson Windows, patio door and storm windows and storm doors, they're made here in Albert Lea. They used to be made in Iowa, but they're now made here in Albert Lea. Their factory, we just passed the factory here on the left. So here we're coming up to the lake. The lake is going to be, let me turn you. So that's the lake. That's towards town. And then this side is the other side of this lake. So that's Albert Lea Lake there. So here's our Albert Lea exit that we're going to get off on. Interstate 90 is just up here. And let me tell you about Interstate 90. When I moved to Albert Lea, and it was like 1972. And when we moved here, the Interstate 90 was not finished. It didn't go through yet. So everyone had to come in on this road right here. This used to be the interstate or the highway system that went east and west. And everyone came in through this road and came into Albert Lea. And because they came into Albert Lea, our downtown area was so busy. If you ever watched the cartoon movie of Cars with Radiator Springs, our town kind of was that town. Interstate 90 got finished. Our downtown area did fairly decent because there were still people that knew the town and would come into our town. But they put in I-90 and downtown just died. I mean, it really died. They thought, okay, let's put a mall out by the interstate on I-90. Well, when you're driving and you're traveling, you do not want to get off the interstate. When you come into a town, that's a little different. You know, you come into a town, that's different. You have an easier chance to stop. But when you're on the interstate and you're driving along and unless that mall has something to drag you in there and make you want to stop, you're not going to stop. So I'm going to go and check out and see what this place has to offer for rooms. Stayed here before. It's a pretty nice hotel. It's pretty new, so it's pretty nice. But anyways, let me just do a little checking here. All right. Let's go see if they got it. Well, I got me a room. I'm gonna stay here at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites. I didn't have any queen rooms left, which was what I wanted because they're cheaper, but it's not that much more really for a king, but it is when you start adding all the days together. But it's just outside of Albert Lea. Got a truck stop over here. There's actually two of them. There's one over there. Love's over here. Well, let's head over to my mom's house. We'll go visit with her a little bit. Probably won't record. She doesn't like being on film. So probably won't record that. I got checked in, so I don't have to worry about a room. I'm all paid, so I just have to come back, check and do. I guess I'm not checked in. I got my reservation in, and they only had a few rooms left, and I knew that because I checked online before. Like I said on my trip on the way here, they only had a few available, so I'm glad that I did come here first. Here, let me show you. Let me stop this for a second. So there's what I'm next. I'm next to cornfields, and like I said, the truck stop. But that's all corn. Let's go across town here. I'll bring you along through, because I won't go back on the interstate to go back to my mom's. We'll take the in-town route. As we come into town here, now we're on the north side of Albert Lea. On the left-hand side it's a lake. It's not an accessible lake that I know of. I've never seen anybody on it. It's a small lake. It's not very deep. They call it Goose Lake. But this here is Albert Lea as we pull in here. This has changed a lot since I've grown up. A lot of it is still here. A lot of it's still the same, but things have changed. Things have been torn down and things have been put in its place. But as we drive through here, there's nothing really exciting about Albert Lea. I mean, there's no amusement park, there's no zoos. It's a small community. It's a country community. Need to slow down. Speed limit's 30. They need to spend some money on the roads. So I left home and gas was $2.63? And it always seems higher here in Minnesota. It's $2.79. One of the best places to ever get breakfast is right in front of me. It's called B&B Cafe. And I need to look, but I don't think they're open every day. And the days that they are open, they are packed. This China restaurant, they used to have excellent food. And I mean excellent food. So much has changed right here. This is kind of the bottoms area. It's really close. It's kind of below the lake level. And so it floods when the water gets high in the lake. There used to be a great place to get a burger. Old-fashioned diner. Drive in. Looked like an old style type McDonald's. And it's gone. But here, we're coming into downtown, the whopping downtown of Albert Lea, Minnesota. We're going to go south here on Broadway. We will do some more filming of this area. But off to the left, over here, is our courthouse. That has changed. They've added on. They took down part of the courthouse to build, and then they built a new part of the courthouse. It's kind of interesting. This little diner on the right over here, that used to be a pretty decent place to eat. Here's the old train station. Place up here, Slumberland. That used to be a grocery store. When I was a kid, this was Cruise. This was Cruise Central. We used to cruise up and down here all night long. We'd park off here in this parking lot, off to the right over there. Hardee's was built when I was a kid, and Hardee's is over here on the left. And so we would cruise down here, and we would turn around right in front of Hardee's. We would make a U-turn. Right here, we'd make ourselves a U-turn, and we'd go back the other way. And we'd drive up and down, burn a tank of gas, Not every night, but it'd be easier to burn up some gas. Oh my goodness. They paved this place. Unbelievable. Anyways, my mom lives here. I'm going to stop recording. I will get back with you guys later. She don't even like a picture taken of her, so I know she's not going to want to be on video. So I'll stop it here, and I'll get back with you guys in a little bit. Thank you.